What's up guys, Intelitech Studios here, and today we're going to be doing a very special video. Now I'm going to preface this by saying the vacuum videos are not on hold. They are still being produced despite the fact that I am now broadening my videos back into what I used to do in addition, which is cell phones. And you can see I have no shortage of devices for review, although many of these are not actually working, but some of them are, and will be available to be reviewed on this channel very, very soon. However, none of these phones that you see in the background here are the topic of today's video. Today's video topic is the legendary, the infamous, the dangerous, why aren't you focusing? Why aren't you focusing? No, seriously, why is this not focusing? Is it too close? Whatever, you can still kind of see it. The Galaxy Note 7. I'm recording this with the Galaxy S9, so I don't know why the video quality looks bad. Why is this awful? Oh, come on. That was such a good intro. I don't want to have to waste that on the video. If I turn on the autofocus. Wow, this camera is crap. Am I going to be able to get through this video? No. Okay. Well, can you see that? Okay, this is ridiculous. Whatever. So, maybe we can breeze past that. If I hold this up, can you... okay, whatever. Okay, so this S9 apparently sucks at video recording. Whatever. So, I don't want to waste that intro, so we'll just go ahead and power through it. I'm sorry for the horrible video quality. And I went through all the effort to get an external lavalier mic, so that way I would sound a lot more delicious. But apparently, not exactly playing along. Anyways, this video is about the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, the device that was legendary for having issues. I've been using this Galaxy Note 7 as my daily driver device for the last 2 weeks now. And as you can see, today is Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020. Why are you not focusing? September 2nd. Oh my gosh, this looks awful. Whatever, hopefully this will be funny. Okay, so today is September 2nd, 2020, exactly 4 years after the Galaxy Note 7 was recalled. Specifically, this version was recalled. This one is the Generation 1 Galaxy Note 7 with the white battery indicator. I did an unboxing of this back in 2019, and a lot of people really enjoyed that unboxing video. So here is the white battery version that was recalled on September 2nd, 2016, exactly 4 years ago today. So the white battery Note 7 is the one that had the issues with exploding. So they recalled them on September 2nd, issued new units on September 21st, and those new units had a green battery indicator, which you can't see for some reason. Why are you not focusing? Dang it, I just got this S9 specifically as a dedicated camera, and it looks like it is not wanting to play along. Can I focus on the Samsung? Wow, this is just not doing well at all. It can't be the S9, right? For any of you guys who have an S9, is it supposed to look this bad? I'm trying to manually focus, and I'm trying to turn the autofocus on and off, and it's just not, whatever. So the Galaxy Note 7 was recalled on September 2nd, right? And they sent out new units with the green battery. Those had issues as well. You can see this one's a green battery. Well, okay, at least you can see it's a green battery. You can't see anything else. So this one is the one with the white battery, the original Note 7. And this one's a T-Mobile unit, as you can see. Wow, this is completely unreadable. Whatever. So that's a joke. And this one still is on the July patch, just like it was in that unboxing video. But we're doing an unboxing of another one, because obviously this one's already out of the box. I do have the box that this one went with. And I've been using this as my daily driver for the last 2 weeks. And the reason I was able to do that is because even though Verizon blacklisted all of these, this is a Verizon unit, I've been using it on Cricket because I made the switch to Cricket recently. I switched from Verizon. I was very, very upset with Verizon overall with just their bloatware and their issues and the fact that they're CDMA, so a lot of phones just don't work. So I switched over to Cricket. So I've been using this on Cricket. Although right now, my SIM, I put my daily driver SIM back in my Note 9 after I fixed it. This is US Cellular, and got that working with my Cricket. As you can see, it says Cricket up there. Well, no, you can't see that. You can't see at all that says Cricket. That's my cat. Anyways, so I've been using this back, but I'm going to put my SIM card back in this because this is also going to function not only as the unboxing of this Note 7, but also as the pre-review. So if you have any questions about what the Galaxy Note 7 is like to use in 2020, drop those comments down here, and I'll gladly address them in the full review, which will be coming very soon. So I've been delaying this review for the longest of time. I was planning on doing this review initially and releasing it at the same time that Hugh Jeffries released his Note 7 restoration video, but that ended up being a whole train wreck that I don't want to get into right now. So I just kind of put it off for a while, only did the vacuums, and just kind of kept this in my drawer and didn't really use it. But I finally pulled it back out again, and I've been using it, and it's honestly been a decent experience. I'm not going to say it's amazing. I'm not going to say it's horrible. I'm just going to leave it neutral until the review. So again, if you guys have any questions about what it's like to use the Note 7, or if any of you guys have a Note 7, let me know your experiences. Again, this is the Verizon variant, and it's a Generation 2 with a green battery, so it does have some flaws right there. The Verizon variant is pretty much the worst variant, but if you're going to find one of these nowadays, the Verizon variants are the most likely you're going to find that are still working, because all the other variants got hit with bad brick updates, and Verizon got them last, and sometimes they don't even push them out. So you're most likely to find a Verizon one that's still working. Speaking of which, that is this other unit right here. This is a third Note 7. Technically, it's my fourth Note 7 because I do have another Note 7. It's a Verizon unit, black, just like this, but it's a white battery, and it's completely destroyed. The entire back frame and screen is completely demolished. I believe it's been water damaged, so it's going to have to be restored at some point because I do not trust Samsung's return process, because I still have two Note 7s that I returned September of last year, so a year at this point, and they still have not given me any updates. I still have not received any checks or refunds or exchanges. They won't let me just trade up to a Note 10 or 20. It's a complete mess. So I'm not going to send back any of these Note 7s. People are going to ask me that, and that's the reason why I'm not going to do so, is because Samsung's return process, in my experience recently, has been abhorrent. So that's that. So again, that addresses why I'm keeping all these devices. I could sell them off to another collector, but I'm keeping all these for now. Anyways, so let's open up this other Note 7. I know one person complained in one of my vacuum unboxing videos that I took way too long to unbox it, but on the bright side, that's why the fast forward button exists. So here is the Note 7. I got this on eBay for a steep 400 and I believe it was $460. Yes, $440, $460. Yes, I believe it's $460 I got this for. And you can see it's in mint condition. Well, you can't see because of the stupid video quality. Well, whatever. You can see there's no damage on the screens, no scratches or scuffs anywhere on the body other than like right up there. You can see Verizon Galaxy Note 7, that stupid Verizon watermark that's awful. This gorgeous blue coral color, which is one of the most beautiful phone colors that have ever existed. And you can see I also have it on my S7 Edge, which it looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit shinier on the S7 Edge. I don't know if that's just a discrepancy between maybe manufacturing, because this one was made in Korea, this one was made in China. Or wait, was this one made in Korea? Yes, this one was made in Korea, and this one was made in China. Maybe that's the difference there. No. Wait, no. Yeah, these are both made in Korea. My T-Mobile one was made in China, though. This one was made in China. And yeah, they do look a little bit different. The Note 7 looks a little bit more pale little bit more professional. The S7 Edge looks a little bit more flashy, so to speak. But again, it's really hard to tell because this video quality is ass. But you can see right there, we're going to power this up after I wipe off the dirt on it that I just got on it. Move the S7 Edge out of the way and see what else comes in the box. Let's see, you got books and crap right there, charger, you know, all the usual suspects. Headphones, charger, S Pen removal tips. We've got USB Type-C cable. We've got the OTG and the micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. If you remember back when Samsung included those in the box, this was the first device with Type-C from Samsung. So that's the box. That's the unboxing experience right there. And you can see the phone's powered up. It's got no burn-in on the display whatsoever. It's gorgeous. See, it says Verizon Wireless at the top, but this SIM, of course, is inactive because Verizon bricks every SIM card. This is the same SIM card that the phone came with installed when I bought it. See, it's currently at 58%. It does charge up to 100%. There's no recall messages or anything. It's in the exact same state as my black one, where it has the August 1st, 2016 security patch, and it has no recall notifications, and it has the green battery. So no recall notifications, no battery charge, and green battery. So no 60%, no recall pop-ups that say, oh, hey, this is recalled. So you can see that right there, working beautifully. But again, you can't even see this stupid thing because this S9 is doing a god-awful job at focusing. Wait, will it focus with the brightness down? Could it be the brightness of the display being too bright? No, yeah, it's not that. It's still not focusing. I'm sorry, this is an awful experience of an unboxing, guys. This is just very bad. Whatever. So, even though I have this one now, I will still be using this black one since this one is all set up, even though the blue is much nicer. The blue is my favorite color. And then my second favorite color is the silver, which I have a dummy unit of right here. This one's not an actual Note. This one is just a knockoff, not a knockoff, but a display model. See right there. That's what the silver kind of looks like. Obviously this one's plastic, so it's not going to look identical. And then if you have the gold one, this is an S7, but the gold one looks like this. So that's what the gold looks like, all the Note 7 colors. There's also, I'm pretty sure based off the wallpapers that this included, that there was going to be a pink one at some point, just like the pink gold S7 and S7 Edge. I don't have an example of one of those. But if you look at the wallpapers, and you actually look at the wallpapers, you can see there actually is some pink colored wallpapers. No pink S Pen wallpapers, but two pink background wallpapers, which I suspect would have been on a pink Note 7. They probably were planning on releasing around the holiday season, I would guess. And it would have featured those two wallpapers. Obviously, this one is a lock screen. This one is the home screen, since this one's the motion wallpaper. Because remember, the Note 7 was the one where it had the little motion wallpaper that moved, which I really like. So, again, this unboxing is pretty awful. But you can see I've been using this Note 7, and I've been using it with good lock. You can see good lock looks very nice on this. Looks very nice and decently modern. Still have the iris scanner on this, which is not working. It's probably dirty. Wipe it on my shirt, of course, and then there we go, and now it unlocks. So fingerprint sensor on this one is busted though, but I have tested the fingerprint sensor on both of these devices, and the fingerprint sensor does work very well. So again, that's something that I'll mention in the full review that's coming up very soon of the Galaxy Note 7. So again, this is just a quick unboxing of the Galaxy Note 7, and yeah, we can see that we have both of these units living in harmony, and you can see the green battery actually puts the battery marker up there in the power section, which is kind of interesting. And power that off. I don't own any Note FEs at the moment, but I do plan on getting one because I really love this Note 7, and I would like to get an FE so I can use that and have the newer software, because Android 6.0.1 is pretty outdated nowadays, but it does work still very well. And again, that's something I'll touch on in my full review of the Note 7. coming up very soon. So, since I have all these devices out here, we're going to go ahead and do a comparison between all these devices, and then we can go ahead and get out of here. So, let's see that. Yeah, that's the Verizon one. Make sure I put the correct one in the correct box. So that's the Verizon one in the Verizon box, just like that. And then this T-Mobile one in this T-Mobile box, just like that. Lovely. Okay, so now we can do a comparison between this Note 7 and a bunch of other devices while I knock over the camera. So I'm going to set these over here, and we're just going to do some comparisons just for fun between all these other devices. So here's the Note 7, and here's the HTC One M7. Completely different devices, just completely random comparison. You can see right there, HTC is not nearly as wide and definitely not nearly as tall. So that's the HTC One M7. Did I just crack that LG? Whatever. Okay, so here's this LG. Some crap cheap LG phone that everyone I know has. So there's that. That little LG phone, I forgot what model this is. Not as wide. Actually, very similar though. Almost as wide, but not quite as wide. And not as tall. So there's that. Next we have the Galaxy J1. Actually, let's do this with the actual Note 7. We've got the Galaxy J1, another Verizon phone. You can see comparing these two. The J1, again, not nearly as wide, but also not nearly as tall. Especially not nearly as tall. This is a 4.7 inch display, I think, 4.5 inch, something like that. And this is a 5.7 inch display. Pretty big difference. Now here's the smallest Galaxy phone that I own. This is the Samsung Galaxy Young. Galaxy Y, also known as. Very, very tiny phone. In fact, you can see this thing makes the iPhone 4S look like a huge phone. So there's the iPhone 4S, and here's the Galaxy Young. So there's also kind of a sort of a glimpse into my cell phone collection, because I'm pretty much showing off all of my, maybe not working, but at the very least undamaged cell phones. I also have a Note 8 and an S8 Plus, and another Note 9, but those have broken screens, and I need to get screens for them, and I don't want to get glass everywhere. So, comparing the iPhone 4S to the Note 7, so you got the same sort of black finish, looks very nice. 4S, no surprise, a lot smaller than the Note 7. So that's the 4S and the Galaxy Young. Again, very, very tiny, fits inside the screen of the Note just fine. Then we got the Galaxy S7. I actually have two S7s up here. So you can see Galaxy S7 versus Galaxy Note 7. Again, Note 7's a little bit bigger. You can see that right there. Note 7's a little bit thicker as well, which makes sense. Has a bigger battery. This has a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. This has a 3,500 milliamp hour battery. And as you can see, this has a 5.1 inch display that's not curved and a 5.7 inch display that is curved. And now that we're here, here's the other S7. Here's the black versions compared, just like that. Isn't that nice? Again, this camera is not focusing, so I apologize. So, I guess we'll just go from right to left. We got the Galaxy S4 as a dummy unit. I do have an actual S4 though, but just for sake of comparison, Note 7, S4, Note 7 is a little bit bigger. You notice how it has a 5.7 inch display, but it's actually not that much bigger than a lot of other phones. That's one thing I love about the Note 7. This is the smallest Note they ever made, and the Note 10 is pretty much the same size. So there's the S4. Here's the Note 4. So this is probably like a pretty direct upgrade if you're going from the Note 4 to the Note 7, 2 generations. I don't have my Note 5 out right now. I forgot to grab that, but Note 5 is the same height as both of these, just in between both of these as far as width. See, Note 4 is a lot wider, and the Note 5 is right in between these two as far as that. Same 5.7-inch display, but this one has much better brightness. This one is HDR, but they're both Quad HD 5.7-inch displays, and this one's curved as well. This one's obviously not. Both have metal frames though, very similar durable metal frames. This one has chamfers, this one doesn't. Very similar. S Pen's has headphone jack on the top, this one has it on the bottom, which I prefer. And this is so hard to see. This one has a removable back, of course. You can pull the back off. Or if you're this person, whoever owned this phone last, you can carve a bunch of stuff into it. Just like that. I'll grab the case off of my Note 9. And we can see the Note 9 versus Note 7. Note 9 is one of my favorite phones of all time, so is the Note 7. You can see the Note 9 is a little bit wider, a decent amount wider. You definitely can feel the difference in the hand, as well as a decent amount taller. Again, you can feel the difference in your hand, definitely. There is definitely a substantial difference. Basically, the Note 9 is the exact same size as the Note 10 Plus, whereas the Note 7 is the exact same size as the normal Note 10. And then the Note 20s are a little bit taller. So, that's the Note 9. Next, we have the Galaxy A10e Fireball Edition. So we can see right there, very similar size. Note 7 just kind of stretched it up a little bit more this way. We can see right there. Just like that. Again, you really can't see that. I'm gonna be ranting about this video quality this entire time. Galaxy S7 Edge. Look at that. 5.5-inch curved display, 5.7-inch curved display. Very similar. Obviously, a lot of people, when they traded back in their Note 7, they got the S7 Edge. Pretty much the same thing, only this one, you get a slightly bigger display. You get HDR, you get USB Type-C, you get the symmetrical design, and you get the S Pen. Oh, and the iris scanner. S7 Edge, same water resistance, very similar design. Still pretty comfortable to hold, but not nearly as comfortable as the Note 7. The Note 7 is perfect to hold. S7 Edge, a little bit sharp, but still pretty comfortable. So we got that S7 Edge. We got the original Galaxy Note, the very first Note, 5.3-inch display versus 5.7 inches on the Note 7. You can see right there, got the plastic back with the shiny frame versus the matte frame with the shiny back. You can see it's kind of gone in the other direction with the Note 7. Still pretty similar layout. You can see we have the speaker on the back on the Note 1. Note 1 is significantly wider and chunkier, but the Note 7 is a little bit taller. Note 1 is not very comfortable to hold. It's still all right. It's still pretty decent to hold. You know, if you have big enough hands, it still feels all right, but not great. What feels much better is the Note 2. So here's the Galaxy Note 2, Galaxy Note 7. This is a 5.5-inch display, very similar to the S7 Edge. Back we can see we can put these side by side. The Note 2's display is the slightest bit bigger than the S7 Edge because I believe this is a 5.56-inch display, whereas this is just a 5.5-inch. Still basically the same display size between the Note 2 and the S7 Edge. Obviously the S7 Edge has a lot nicer of a design, but the Note 2 has that removable back speaker on the back as well. So there's that. Also, the Note 2 had the S Pen, just like the Note 1, where you couldn't reverse it. Note 3 was the first one to have a reversible S Pen. Although I don't have a Note 3 right now, and I don't have my Note 5 out. But we can see right there. So there's that. I already compared it to this LG. Here is the LG V20 versus the Note 7. LG V20 is a decent beast of a phone. Even though it still has a 5.7-inch display, it's got that extra little display at the top, and it's expandable. LG V20 has an IR blaster and a removable battery, as well as USB Type-C, so it's a very nice alternative to the Note 7. So you can see right there, just like that. Next up, we got the Galaxy Prevail LTE, just some cheap crap Galaxy phone. You get the idea, it's not nearly as big. What else? We got some other phones over here to compare. So we got to compare all these phones to to the Note 7, and there's still one more that I'm missing that I forgot to grab. Okay, so here's the Note 7 versus the Samsung Galaxy S, just S, not S1, but just the S. It's like a different Galaxy S. It's not the original Galaxy S, but it's called the Galaxy S. It's weird. I don't know where this phone is from. So, much smaller, to be expected. All right, what else? Motorola Razr. Not nearly as thick as the Note. Or I should say, Note is not nearly as thick as the Razr. But you can see that. Very tiny. About half the size. You can fit 2 Razrs in the size of a Note 7. And then you could also fit a flipped up Razr the other way. I have a couple other flip phones too, but this one's kind of the most interesting. You can see it unfolded right there. I want to get my hands on the new Motorola Razr, but I can't afford one. If anyone would like to give me one, that'd be cool. I'm just kidding. Unless. But yes, yeah, so that's the Motorola Razr. Isn't that nice? Alright. Totally not just flexing all the phones in my collection. Next we got the black Galaxy S3. Look at that black. That's even blacker than the Note 7. Got that pitch black S3. These are pretty hard to find. This one has a dead motherboard though, so it doesn't power on or nothing. It's in good shape though, so it's good for parts. Again, some of these phones have that theme, like the Galaxy Prevail is like that, and then most of these are working. The Note 2 is a bad motherboard as well. Everything else is good and working. So there's the S3. Next, we got the BlackBerry Priv. This is a pretty nice device, isn't it? Look at that. Not nearly as tall. You really can't see that, can you? If I line these up this way, you can see Note 7 is a little bit taller. Priv is a lot thicker because of the sliding keyboard. And the widths are, yeah, the Priv is a lot wider. But the Priv has that slide up keyboard. So that's very nice. So I got this BlackBerry Priv pretty recently, and it's kind of nice. So this one will be reviewed at some point as well, probably, because I do kind of like it. So there's that BlackBerry Priv. I could do this all day. BlackBerry Priv. All right, so that's the Priv. Next we got the Galaxy S5. I guess I have to take the case off, don't I? Galaxy S5, Note 7. Very similar width, actually. Actually, these widths are almost identical between the S5 and the Note 7, which is impressive, considering the S5 has a 5.1-inch display, Note 7 has a 5.7-inch display, and they both are offered in blue. So there we go. That's the S5. First time we had an S phone that's water resistant. I guess the S4 Active kind of was, but normal flagship Galaxy S's. First Galaxy S flagship that's water resistant, and first Galaxy Note flagship that was water resistant. You can tell pretty late to the curve on that one. So, what other devices are still left to compare size-wise to the Note 7? Got the Motorola Droid Turbo. Original Droid Turbo. Very similar width. In fact, the widths are identical. Identical width. So I love about the Note 7. Identical width, Note 7 just a little bit taller. So again, this has a 5. I forgot how big the screen was on this, but the Note 7 is 5.7 inches. So this is like what, 5.4, 5.5, something like that. It feels like it's 5.3. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, so that's the Droid Turbo. Next we got the Galaxy S6. Again, take this case off since we're comparing the devices by themselves. Galaxy S6, Note 7. Very similar designs actually, because this one, the S6 was pretty symmetrical. You can see we have the sort of symmetrical, chunky aluminum bezels on this, not bezels, but rail frame on the side. Note 7 has the symmetrical curves on the side. Apparently my watch is shutting off. So again, pretty similar design language on these two, more similar than you'd think. But yeah, so that's the S6 and the Note 7. So that's the S6 in my case that I got for $1 at Big Lots. We got them. We got 2 more phones left. No, 3 more phones left. And the other phone is in the other room, so I'll have to go grab that. But or I may just skip it. It was this Nexus 6P. So here we have the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Very similar. Curved edges on both sides, but this one has a flat back. This one has a curved back. Same 5.7-inch quad-issue display. This one is HDR. This one has Type-C. Better in every way. Pretty decent upgrade from the S6 Edge Plus. Also, even though I hate the Verizon stupid tramp stamp thing, it does look better on the Note 7. The new Verizon logo does look better than this gaudy thing. So it's not too bad. So that's that. So you can see right there. Again, they're the exact same height, but the S6 Edge Plus is a little bit wider. And I believe it's thicker as well. Nope, the Note 7 is a little bit thicker, which makes sense. 3,500 milliamp hour battery, 3,000 milliamp hour battery. So there's that. And then finally, we got the iPhone 6s Plus. I don't really use this one because this one's on the old firmware. Otherwise, I would probably be using this, at least alongside another phone. So, it's the iPhone 6s Plus. Did I turn this on? Compared to the Note 7. You can see right there, Note 7 is thicker, but iPhone 6s Plus is taller and wider, despite it having a 5.5-inch display compared to a 5.7-inch display. See right there. Alrighty. And the final phone that we're going to compare is the Huawei Nexus 6P. So this is the most recent phone that I got, the 6P. Now this 6P does have some issues. It wasn't advertised as being in the condition that it's in. It was told that it had no scratches on it, and it's got some dents on the body and some scuffs on the corners. And it's having an issue with the battery, but if that issue with the battery goes away, then I may keep it. So this Nexus 6P is my first ever Nexus device. Just got it pretty recently, and we can see it looks very nice, especially in this gold color. Very, very pretty phone. We see when compared to the 6s Plus, it's pretty much identical. So when we compare it to the Note 7, and I just realized I'm not even wearing my mic. Maybe I should put my mic on so you can actually hear me properly. There we go. So my mic is on, and we can see Nexus 6P compared to Galaxy Note 7. Again, 5.7-inch display. But look at the difference. Look at that. So much smaller for the Note 7. Note 7 is so much smaller in size than the Nexus 6P. 6P is a lot taller and a lot wider. Again, these are standing straight up. Again, it's really blurry. You can't really see it all that well, but you can still at least see what I'm talking about. I don't know why this thing is struggling so much with focusing. Anyways, so that is my unboxing, quick overview, pre-Q&A sort of setup for the review of the Galaxy Note 7, and also comparing it to literally every phone I pretty much have, other than the broken ones. So this section probably took a lot of time, but I hope you all got a kick out of it. And again, if you didn't like it, well, hey, you can always skip over to another video or skip forward to the parts that you want to see. So anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studios signing out. Again, leave your comments and questions about the Note 7, specifically questions about what it's like to use in 2020 in the comments below, and I will gladly answer those questions in the Galaxy Note 7 review, at least if you say it before I film the review. So, again, more vacuum videos are coming soon as well. I got 2 in the pipe right now, including a vacuum save video, so get ready for that. And if you like the phone content, let me know, and I'll do more phone reviews like the Note 7 and many of these devices you see here in front of you. So anyway, guys, this is Intelitech Studios signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.